We are going
Already
to be
not
live
comfortable
Yes.
right now.
even though I have the big ones that take you all here, so it doesn't put weight on it.
And now we're live, right?
We are indeed.
Hello, Jamie J.
We see you.
Oh, are we?
Yes, we are live, and Julie has pretty new ink.
No, not ink.
Or tattoo, or piercing. There we go.
Oh, yeah, bling.
Bling.
Yes, she has new bling. So everyone that goes to at Lito Honor on Twitter can see.
Hey, Jamie. So, yeah, sorry if I'm not very talkative tonight.
Sounds like you're tired.
Yeah, I'm exhausted, and I'm not going to sleep with that ear because every time I'm going to turn my head, it's going to hurt. But it's shiny! Yay!
Shiny is good.
Everyone loves shiny.
No, the star isn't the new one, Jamie. It's the one that is just below the star.
The dot.
The little dot.
And now the
It's
picture is
fresh
up in
from
the
this
video,
morning.
so everybody on the YouTube can see it.
Yay! And my white hair and all.
Yep, both of your white hairs.
It was morning, Jamie J, when we talked.
It was only morning in France. You were
Yeah,
mistaken.
it was like 6:30 a.m. It was way too early, but still, it was morning. And I hadn't planned on getting a new piercing, actually. I had just planned on getting a new jewel for the one above.
You got a new hole in your head on a whim?
Yeah.
Jamie J has friends all over the world.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. He went to bed very late then.
They went to
because-
bed.
Oh, she, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, Niçois is masculine, so in French.
I'm pretty sure he might be a he, but he also lives in Paris. So is he still really Niçois?
Who?
Her Niçois friend lives in Paris,
Oh.
I think. Anywho, what you been up to, Jonathan?
Well, last night, it was a coworker's last day at work, and so of course we all went to the bar. And well, knowing me, eventually, at one point or another, I started talking about my politics. But sometimes, not always. But yeah,
Of course. And anime.
anime did really came up in my conversations with people last night, but like definitely was politics because like after I got into Uber and like was dropped off like in some place, of course I continued my conversation of like my politics, and then it's just like we were supposed to just like start leaving, have a pizza from the 7-Eleven. It's okay, and then I continued to talk politics until for like 2 hours, and we were just there talking about politics for another 2 hours. And so yeah, and while my friend who's still going to work for the companies probably will be like more or less on my side but not fully onto my side, the other guy definitely still doesn't understand socialism because every example points to, he points to like Maoist China, USSR. So it was kind of frustrating for me to have that conversation. And so but I definitely sobered up by that point. So
You're still a baby. You will learn to not have those conversations.
Very true. Yeah, but this guy was not.
No, when someone tells me something incorrect about socialism or communism, I just ignore them because, I mean, I'm okay with people who don't know, but people who don't know and act like they're the ones who are right. No.
You mean Republicans?
No, I mean...
And Democrats?
Yeah. And libertarians.
Oh,
Hisandry. It's been a day. It's very mild mutilation. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I've never gotten a piercing in the middle of my ear like that. And only one cartilage piercing. Well, you're going to have to get a piercing and a tattoo because we already have Tom. We don't need two straight edges on here. Good, good. Great big anime tattoo going from one wrist to the other. Oh no, pretty penny means expensive. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tattoo gun, the needles. Mm-hmm. Mine was small, so it wasn't too bad. Just on my wrist. Or you could get one of the little guys with the wiggly heads from Princess Mononoke. Yep. I guess so. They're forest spirits, right? Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh dear, I just noticed. Has it been just me this whole time, Jamie? No, couldn't be. What the hell happened? Oh, I think I know what happened. When I turned on my headphones, it fucked everything up. Try talking now. Okay, no, that didn't do it. I'll fix it again. Now try talking. No.
In the past for the stream as well.
Ah, I fixed it. No, I'm able to check the actual the audio in the OBS, so that's how I can know whether. And it's fixed. So you are now able to be heard by the lovely Jamie J.
Yeah, you are our only listener anyway.
No,
Because
there's
I
like.
think
Oh,
the
yes, that's
three
true.
other ones are astray.
Now everybody
I'm
can
going
hear us
to
and everything is working.
retweet Jonathan tweet.
Well,
Well,
Jonathan,
this is good.
go
Well, it's
ahead.
a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing that Jamie J was able to like say, "Hey," and that they can only hear Sugar Shannon because, like, yeah. Otherwise, like, I've been talking a lot and saying a lot of things, and it's like no one heard about like me talking to my coworker. Oh, one of my
Well,
coworkers. He's cool, but
when I put
my
my
former.
headphones on, it was fairly recent, so we had about 5 to 10 minutes of talking, and then just a few minutes of mute.
Okay, well, there's that.
Oh,
So
so they just missed the tattoo
Yeah,
part.
the talking about Miyazaki, basically, I think.
that's fine. We can talk about Miyazaki at other times. There's plenty of weeks for us to talk about Miyazaki. But I did see a couple of movies earlier this week that I can quickly share. I saw Pet Cemetery on Tuesday. I enjoyed it, but if you ask me, it's like, well, compared to like other horror films, I would say that like A Quiet Place is better than Pet Cemetery. I would say that like Hereditary is much better than Pet Cemetery. It was fun while I watched it, but I'm not going to say it's a great movie, and I can't compare Pet Cemetery to the original book or the the one in the 70s, the older one, because I haven't.
King's movies are always crappy, apart from
Gary.
Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile.
Oh, okay, right, those two.
So his horror movies are crappy.
Yeah, I don't know how they manage. Even Carrie is pretty
I see.
compared to the book. I mean,
Well, okay, there's always that.
Shawshank Redemption it's better than the book. The Green Mile is too. Well, maybe not better, but as good as.
I still need to see the Green Mile and the Shawshank Redemption.
The Green Mile is like it's in my top 5 movies of all time.
It's a good movie.
I don't know how many times I have watched it, and it's not getting old.
The
Oh
world is a
wow!
poorer place without Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
yeah, and that movie is magical. That's what I like about it. It's a
Oh,
Darabont movie. It's not um surprising
Mm-hmm.
that it's a
yeah.
good movie.
Well, there's another movie I saw, which wasn't a good movie. I saw Hellboy on Thursday. It's
Yeah, your review on Facebook was not good.
Yeah, because from the very beginning, I felt like I was rushed into the movies. Like, okay, here's the backstory. Here we are in like 5th century like England, and here's these characters. Here's these characters.
Also, can they just fucking stop with reboots?
Was it a reboot? Was it a continuation of the story with a different actor? What?
No. It's a totally a reboot because they retell like Hellboy's origin story as well.
Fun. Why can't they just throw us into the story and say, okay, here's a Batman story. Whatever, have fun. It's Batman.
Well, I
Yeah,
like origin story, but once we've seen it once, okay, do something else now, for fuck's sake.
yeah. I mean, it's
I
like
don't know.
Yeah, and it's like with and then with Hellboy. So it's like I felt rushed in the first scene with the backstory exposition and stuff like that. But other scenes, it's like okay, I felt like we're getting used to this new Hellboy. The actor who was totally fine in the role as Hellboy, he felt comfortable in that, and he
I
felt
love him. I love that actor.
yeah, he's still no Ron Perlman, but I think he was still doing his own thing. So I like the actor. I like most of the cast, honestly, of Hellboy, and so I thought that like that part I can like say
Yeah,
that was a
Mila
good.
Jovovich has aged super well.
Yeah, that is amazing for her. I was kind of like, wait a
She's
minute,
cool. I
she
used
is.
to, I used to really hate her since The Fifth Element because she was really a bad actress.
That was her first role, if I remember
But
correctly.
well, she wasn't an actress, so
No, that's right. She was a model, right?
model.
Mm. I really liked her in Ultraviolet.
I
I
haven't
haven't seen that
seen.
one.
It's a really bad movie.
I loved her in Zoolander.
She was in
Oh,
Zoolander?
right, she was in that one.
Yeah, she played the super mean sidekick to the bad guy.
I did not remember that. Wow.
She's so funny in that movie.
It's been a long time since I saw Zoolander. I only saw it once, but I did think it was really funny. I haven't bothered with the sequel.
I think everybody just enjoyed the shit out of themselves making that movie. And that's all they
Yeah.
were doing.
I am bulimic. You can read minds.
But why male models?
I mean, that's a movie where they make fun of a lot of stuff, even blackface. And it's all in good taste,
Mm-hmm.
more or less. When I mean in good taste, I don't know. I didn't find anything offensive. I
Yeah.
really love that movie. Then again, I really like Ben Stiller, so
There's some people that just really don't like Ben Stiller. There are a few people, but it's just like not many.
Yeah, he's kind of a
I find
ham.
it very talented, but
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
I agree with that.
I really love The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. It was so magical again. I don't know. I like when movies let you with a nice feeling.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when movies leave you with a nice feeling, that's one that can carry you throughout the rest of the day. Or even, but and sometimes if it's like unsettling or like haunting, as would be the point of like the movie like Us, which was a great movie. It that was also kind of like would that'll be an experience where you can like carry it with you, and then you'll remember that movie for that experience you had. When you were just like left the theater and wondering what the hell was I watching, what like I did with like Upgrade and Hellboy, it was just like yeah, that's where it's like not a good movie. Especially back to Hellboy. They they were pretty much trying to tell 3 different story arcs in 1 2 hour movie. So that's why they were just like rushing to like things, and it's like, okay, we have a problem now. Okay, we can solve this problem. We just have to go here to solve that problem. They're there in the very next scene, and then they spend 2 minutes there. Exposition. Oh, here's Merlin. Oh, here's the sword. Oh, there you go. Oh, no. And
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
wasn't impressed by the trailer, even though I thought the cast was amazing.
Yeah, I had no idea a new Hellboy movie was even coming out.
I'll probably watch it while knitting, you know. That's one of those.
that'd probably be the best kind of way to enjoy Hellboy, because there is some scenes that I do quite like. I like the scenes where like Hellboy is fighting 3 giants, even though it's the computer generated graphics in some scenes are fine, they're hold up, they're like acceptable, but in other scenes it's just like, I heard that the producers basically reshot the movie, or reshot a lot of the movie and re-edited and recut it, and that can explain some of the not great computer generated graphics and the sheerly added gore and blood that they added to the film just to make it rated R, and as well as like a couple more f bombs, as it were.
Yeah, I
Yep.
can watch pretty much anything while knitting. I mean, I watched all the Transformers movies while knitting.
Ah, I
Twice.
They
see.
were playing while you were knitting. I don't think anyone's actually able to watch the Transformers movies.
No, but I was listening to them, so, you know, I like to have the background noise when I knit. And if I watch very good movies, I have to stop and pay attention. So that's not the kind of movies I'm attracted to when I knit.
So
Even though
you,
I've watched, I love Pacific Rim to knit, and don't think it's a bad movie. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, Pacific Rim is an awesome
But
movie.
I
Yes.
have to stop knitting every time there's a fight because they're fucking awesome.
No, yes.
whereas Transformers, you don't have to stop knitting ever.
Not a little at the beginning to see the nice transformations and to nourish the nostalgia, I guess.
That's the
If
best.
you don't lose your shit when you see Optimus Prime, you're not that generation, you know what I mean? But,
Yeah.
you know, once and then,
And then you're done.
yeah. And Mark Wahlberg is, I don't know how to turn my sentence. It's a prodigy that he managed to be worse than young
Uh,
Shia LaBeouf.
that does say something when Marky Mark is worse than a young Shia LaBeouf in the movie.
But there are movies where he's not that bad. But I blame Michael Bay because Michael Bay is Satan.
Yeah. So Michael Bay is the kind
Well,
of
no, it's
director.
not. Satan is cool.
Yeah, Satan is cool. But Michael Bay would be the
Michael
kind of
Bay
person.
isn't.
Yeah, he's just not a very good director.
He's good at making explosions that looks like fireworks. I like that.
But
But
Lindsay Ellis took apart the Transformers movies.
yeah, I know, I saw.
She did an excellent job
And
explaining why they're bad.
I pretty much agree with her. All of it. Except I really think Mark Wahlberg is worse than Shia LaBeouf. And I didn't know that was possible. Because as much as I like Shia LaBeouf as an artist, he's not a very good actor.
Yes, Lindsay Ellis does love those movies, but I think is in the kind of the way that she loves bad movies, like how Steve Shives will watch The Room any day of the week, any time. He will loves that movie, The Room, because of how it's so
The
bad.
what?
And I think that's how Lindsay
No,
Ellis does.
I haven't understood which
Steve
movie.
Shives loves the movie The Room.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's the really,
See,
really bad movie about a
I
breakup.
know, I know
Okay.
what it is, and I will never get why people like that movie.
Because it's so bad in all
Yeah,
the
but
ways.
it's not. It's just bad. It's like Transformers. At least have Transformers in it.
Yeah, but it's so bad it becomes entertaining because it does
And The
everything
Room has
wrong.
nothing in it.
It's like watching a drunk baby.
I don't think I would find that funny.
I will
It's
never
not true.
understand
It's
the
not
French.
true. It's not true. I didn't hit her. It was a lie. I didn't hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
No, I know the scenes and stuff. I even know they made a movie about that movie with Matt Dillon in it.
And James Franco.
Yep. The
Oh, it
disaster
wasn't
artist.
Matt Dillon, it was James Franco. I don't know why, I always confuse those two. It's the
They,
eyes.
yeah, and cheekbones.
Yeah, but Matt Dillon is like 20 years older than James
Yep.
Franco. Or
And
it's
I don't
because
think he's
I'm
worked
old.
in 20 years.
Yeah. I don't think Matt
I
Dillon
loved
has
him
been
when I
20
was
years.
a teenager.
So James Franco is now like this modern day version of Matt Dillon. That makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm not a teenager anymore, so I am not really a fan of James Franco.
Matt
That's
Dillon
fair.
just should have embraced, his appearance and realized I am a younger version of Bruce Campbell. I should do the exact same things he did.
He's not as pretty as Bruce Campbell was when he was young.
True.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I
There's more
don't think he
expression.
has the same,
Charisma?
no,
Chin?
self-awareness.
Okay, yeah. I can see Matt Damon not having as much self-awareness.
Dillon.
Matt Dillon, yeah.
Yeah, Matt Damon is an actor.
Oh God, if I never see Matt Damon ever again, I will not complain. I can't.
His recent movie.
Him and DiCaprio, honestly, I can't stand them anymore. And it's not because they're bad. It's because I feel like they were the only two male actors for like 15 years. God,
Yeah.
I don't want to see them ever again. I swear.
Matt Dillon
Yeah.
is still working.
Really?
Oh, maybe doing TV
Yeah.
shows or something like that.
No, he's doing movies and TV shows and all sorts of stuff.
Cool.
He played the racist cop in Crash. I did not know that.
That's right, he did do that. I did enjoy that movie the one time I saw it, but that was kind of like before I was woke, as you.
Ooh, he plays a serial killer in a movie.
He has
Okay, I can see
changed a
Matt Dillon
lot,
as a serial
actually.
killer.
I'm looking at pictures of him and he hasn't changed a lot.
No, he's gotten older.
He looks
But-
like an hybrid of Bruce Campbell and Jim Carrey.
That is a very true way to put it.
Oh wait, I was like half listening. Who is like a hybrid of like
Old
Bruce
Matt
Campbell.
Dillon,
Dillon.
current day Matt Dillon.
Oh, okay, I see.
I'll be right back. You guys keep chatting.
That sounds like cat puking.
Okay, well, there's that. As JBJ has said in the live chat that the room is hilarious. I love it. The room is even better when you hear about the production of it, and that I can definitely see that of how like the Tommy Wiseau was like so difficult to work with, and that like one actor just like quit the production in the middle of the shoot. So like the next scene, if that same character was there, he was just like a totally different actor, and everyone just like acted like that's totally fine, or it's just like that character is just no longer in the movie.
See, that would just have. That's the kind of stuff that just makes me mad.
Yeah.
Like it's what happened in Lost Highway. I don't
Oh,
know
really?
if it's the same story, but you have a character that is played by one man, and then he's not the same man anymore, the same actor, and there's no explanation, nothing.
I
And
actually,
it just made me mad.
yeah, I can see that. I actually did like Lost Highway, and I haven't watched much of David Fincher's like stuff. I did see Seven though. I
David
did actually.
Lynch, not Fincher. Lynch.
David Lynch.
I'm really not a Lynch fan. That's a point of contention with Steve Shives.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
I like to trash David Lynch movies.
I think David Lynch is the kind of person you can totally trash as well.
Steve doesn't like that.
The Marvel movies make you all make you angry, Jamie? Really
They
interesting.
make me quite happy. Well, not happy, but they're fun.
Uh,
Why? Is
yeah,
it
I don't
because the cast isn't all anarchists?
okay, but no, people can have their reasons for like not liking something.
And that's why. Okay, Jamie. I think I know you a little better since that Checky Cario comment. On my Facebook wall, I posted something about Checky Cario having a very hot voice. I love his voice. And Jamie has asked me about his politics before deciding if his voice was hot or not.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I think that is an important distinction to be made about someone. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
I have no idea about his politics. He never talks about it. So I know he's not a Nazi because he's Jewish, but that's about it. I don't know. I don't. If I'm starting to triage actors based on their personality, I'm not. I stop watching movies.
Yeah, there's
You know,
that.
they're all wife beaters, and
Well, Ben
yeah,
Shapiro.
but Ben Shapiro is a moron.
I say that Ben Shapiro is the fascist, and Jewish people can definitely be fascists. I mean, there's Israel, so I say Ben Shapiro is the fascist. I wouldn't call Ben Shapiro a Nazi, that's
Absolutely.
for sure.
I forgot what I was saying, but
If you tried to triage people based on their politics, you couldn't enjoy anything.
oh yeah, I stopped watching movies. They're all awful.
I mean, I still really enjoy like Tool and like Tool songs, but I'm gonna actively try to like find like covers of Tool songs and listen to those as
Yeah, I
opposed to like
can't listen to any of what he does anymore.
exactly.
I wish they would stop ruining everything.
JJ
You-
stopped enjoying anything years ago. Well, there's something to that, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to live like that, Jamie.
Just fight and anger through my way through life.
My life is already only pain and fatigue.
That's why we have pets.
I want
Yes.
to have something I enjoy in my life, but my fucking cat is a pain too. I love him, don't get me wrong, but 17 years of cat hair in my nose and puke and shit and piss and meows at 6 in the morning.
Ah, and
I love
yet
him,
part of me
but
still wants.
it's part of why I will never have kids. If a cat, just a cat can be that annoying, I can't imagine a child.
Why do you want to genocide the white people, Lito? That's
Wait. I know. Because I'm self-hating. Am I right?
Ah,
A
yes,
self-hating
that's
white person. Yep.
Yeah.
that is an acceptable answer.
And I'm pretty awful because I'm so white I glow in the dark. So
Oh, it'll be easy to find you then.
even though I'm not sure they would like my genetics because when you see my face, you see more of the Italian side than the French side. So
Well, Italy is where Rome was, and therefore
yeah,
you
but
have.
I look like a Sicilian mama, not a
Oh, so you've got the Muslim in
northern
you.
blue-eyed, pretty Italian like my brother.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
I took the Mediterranean genes, so I am not sure they like those genes.
No, they don't like anyone.
So is it like that? All those people are just all self-hating white people, but they just like direct their hatred and anger to like.
No, I think they just hate everyone and say that they're the only good one.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's like fucking Hitler praising the Aryans. Have you
Mm-hmm.
seen the guy's face? It's like the opposite of an Aryan.
Yeah, he's
He's
very
small
dark.
with dark hair and dark eyes, and he's ugly as fuck. It's I don't get it.
Actually, apparently, if you Photoshop away the mustache and colorize the photo, people find him fairly attractive.
Okay,
Okay.
if you
But
say
that's
so.
white women, probably, so who knows?
I'm a white woman.
Yeah, but you're a race traitor who wants to genocide white people, so your opinion can't be trusted.
Oh yeah, you're right. I had forgotten. See?
You don't want
Ah,
children because you hate cats.
It's funny because it's true.
no, I don't hate cats.
You grudgingly tolerate cats.
I love those fucking assholes.
So you tolerate the asshole of a cat, but like won't tolerate much other assholes as well.
That's why I like them actually, I think, more than dogs. Because I like dogs too, but I wouldn't like to have one. They're too I don't want a slave. I want a friend, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fascists love dogs.
Everyone loves dogs. People who don't
Yeah.
like dogs are not you can trust them. But I like other people's dogs, you know. Those two I don't have to be the master of. I don't like that relationship.
Hmm.
You want to like roommate instead of like a
Yeah,
yeah.
I like cats because they're as smart as dogs, but they just don't give a shit. If they're okay with what you want, they'll do it. But if
They'll
they
tell you
don't
to
want
fuck
to,
off if you fuck with them. Yeah.
yeah. And so I kind of like that, even if it's maddening sometimes, because I want to sleep at 6 a.m.
But you have to feed the cat.
Oh no, it's not food. He has food. I always feed him before I go to bed. The- he- that cat is needy as fuck. I mean,
Hmm.
he wakes me up so he can sleep on the chair next to me.
Okay. What
Sounds
he
like a
can't
cat.
sleep on?
Yep.
What?
Okay, so and like I said, 17. He's 17 years old. That's and I've had him since he was 2 months old.
Dang.
I don't want kids because of that fucking cat, I think. Well, no, I don't want kids because I'm too old, but before
Yeah.
that, it was because of the cat. Blame the cat.
Always blame the cats. Okay.
Anarcho-Catumism.
Right.
So, to talk about politics a little, have you watched Graeber talks?
I watched one of them, Bullshit Jobs.
So, what did you think?
I think he's absolutely right. There's a lot of bullshit jobs out there. Capitalism is very good at that. It is not about the efficient allocation of resources. It's about just making sure the right people have money.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
What did you think about him?
Well, his politics are pretty good, so he's someone worth listening to. As we have established before, that like sometimes we like to know like their politics of a certain person, and before we start listening to
Are
them,
you
or
asking if we
especially-
think he's
No.
cute or what?
No, I don't. I told you that he was joking a lot, and I found it. I find him pretty cool, but his joke, no one laughs at his jokes. It's always super awkward, and I like that. He's a dork.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I see that.
No, he's not physically cute, Jamie. He's not ugly either, but David Graeber isn't really physically attractive.
He's
an
not pretty.
artist,
He
though.
is adorkable.
Yeah, I can say that.
Yeah, he's a dork, totally.
No, I enjoy the David Graeber's talks as well. It's like he mentioned in one of his talks that like after the bullshit jobs law was published and it got published in like different like languages across the world, he would get like emails from like corporate lawyers, and I love how he tells the story. The corporate lawyer
people
would
write to him to tell him, yes, you're right, my
Oh
job
my
is
god,
useless.
you're right! I don't contribute anything to society.
And
What
there
am
was
I
one
doing
person who
with
said,
my job?
my job isn't bullshit. I go around telling them not to do these jobs, to go ahead and cut the job. Oh, wait, they never followed my advice. My job is bullshit.
The other one, I like the other one better, Debt.
Yeah, that.
It touches a little on bullshit jobs, but it's more general, and he explains how we have come to accept debt as a system, and it's fucking interesting.
Yeah. So like what I've heard from his talk on debt is just like quite interesting because like it as he is like explained in one of his talks, like even people who are activists working for social justice issues, like working for issues of like the impoverished and like underdeveloped countries, even those people, they will still be like, but they must pay their debt is what you should do, and that's how the idea of like debt and we must pay our debts as it were.
Yeah,
has
it's a
become so
moral issue, and it's weird.
Yeah.
it's so pervasive in our society. Yeah.
And the whole talk is about that. It's the central tenet of his talk. And it's the one that I liked it better than the Bullshit Jobs one. But the Bullshit Jobs one is brilliant.
Yeah, I think I will eventually like read both of those books and something like that. Garrett, when he eventually gets around to them, those are some of the books that he would include in like the anarchist book club, as it were. And
Yeah, I think
it's
he's not really a big fan of Graeber. Not that he dislikes him. It's just I think Garrett likes the old school theorist better.
I can see that. Yeah.
So you're
Which
saying
makes sense
Garrett
for
is a
a
race
theory
trader?
buff.
No, that's not.
Garrett is totally a race trader. You too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Always. I do
Jonathan,
advocate
too.
white genocide.
I mean, you're not Jonathan, but you are over 35 and you still haven't reproduced.
True.
What genocide?
I haven't reproduced either. So
At least
yeah.
I haven't
But you're not
reproduced that I
over
know about.
35, Jonathan, are you?
Yeah, I'm getting close. Oh, I'm getting close to at least 35.
Yeah, but you still have time to reproduce. You're not a white genocider yet.
You're right. Okay, I should get on to that. I should contribute to the white genocide by not reproducing white.
Or you could make mixed race babies, and you have options. There are different ways
Yeah,
to
that's
achieve white
too.
genocide.
I mean, yeah, my stepmom has showed me pictures of like people she know for her friends, and was like, "You like," and so there's possibilities. Yes.
That's a weird way to put it.
Honestly, it only happened like once, but it's like, yeah, there's that.
That white genocide thing is so stupid.
Gotta love the fash.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't love them. I would love to like make sure that they don't
No, but
obtain.
even to their standard, it is really stupid. I mean,
Yeah.
people not having kids because they don't want them is white genocide. Is genocide. No, that's not how it works.
We're being replaced by foreigners. No.
This is
no,
part
you're
of
not.
the Great
The
Replacement.
foreigners, especially when it's Americans saying that.
It's
I
sometimes.
mean, it's pretty funny in Europe too because with all the invasions and
Mm-hmm.
wars and stuff, foreigners, what? I mean, that's stupid.
JBJ said in the chat, the best argument against having white babies is meeting white men. Fair?
Oh yeah,
Fair?
Yes, that is true.
agreed. I don't know. I don't
The
put a
best
pity
argument
on
against any
men. I
babies is
think
meeting
that they're
babies.
all bad. White men are the worst, but hashtag misandry.
Yes, exactly.
I
So,
am pro
did you feel
misandry.
shamed by the female hyena guys?
No.
Yeah, I do. I saw that. Well, I guess the thing is, like, I stopped caring about like my equipment, as it were. But yet, part of me is just like, man,
You're just supposed to say yes, Jonathan,
don't tell me
Oh,
what to
sorry.
do.
because you're a man and she
Well,
has a
everyone knows
bigger
the
dick
penis is unimportant. It's all about how
than
you
you
use your
have.
tongue.
I like female hyenas. They're bitches in chief. Because
No,
I
there's-
didn't talk about the hierarchy in hyena societies. It is the pseudo penis one was just funnier.
I see.
Because the hierarchy is actually a little misandrist if it exists in
Mm-hmm.
hyenas hierarchy because it's a matriarchy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting.
Like most animals are matriarchal, aren't they?
No. Oh
no.
no. Hyenas are really let's say most animals females does everything and males are just here to fuck. But they're still mostly are the dominators when they are social animals.
Mm-hmm.
But hyenas, no. Oh, males, they are the bottom of the hierarchy.
Lion genocide.
And that's fun. Well, that's fun.
Mhm.
No, I don't really care, but that's fun because it has potential to upset dudes.
Dudes get upset so easily, and it's so much fun.
There was a picture that made the rounds, and it's coming back again, where it says it's a screenshot of a Twitter post. Someone who says, people are so easily offended this day. That's why I only make fun of white men who's thick skin and I don't remember the whole text, but it's very funny.
It's funny because it's true.
You know, they're so easily offended. I mean, there's a woman in a movie and they lose their shit.
But she took a job away from a man.
How fucking thin skin can you be?
Well, she said in the press conference that like, hey, I've seen a lot of white men at these like in these movie review press junkets, and all the movie reviewers are mostly white men. There should be more diversity. That means she wants to take away jobs from white men.
Have you seen the bullshit the woman from the black hole is taking?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like heard
She
parts of
couldn't
it. It
actually have
just,
done all that work. It must have been this random man whose name is also on the paper.
And who is a grad student.
Yep.
Anyway, I mean, the picture of that woman with
With all the hard
her
drives.
black hole research is so amazing. I mean, she looks like me when I look at a kitten
yeah.
with her black hole stuff.
Yeah.
And leave her alone. Stop. I wish men would just.
Oh, be careful. You never know when there might be a wish demon around. Taking your wishes literally and ironically.
Oh, so I really wish men would shut up sometimes.
Okay, I don't see how that could go wrong.
Please take that unironically, anyone. Anyway, it's always the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like it really started with Mad Max.
Yeah, I
Mad
think so
Max?
too. Mad Max Fury
Well,
Road.
not started, but became a thing.
Well, there was the
Men
Ghostbusters movie
bitching
before
on
that.
the internet about stupid stuff.
No. Mad Max Fury Road came out in 2015, and the Ghostbusters remake came out in 2016. So it was
Oh,
Mad Max that met before the Ghostbusters.
okay. For some reason, I thought Ghostbusters was before Mad Max.
But
And
I mean,
before that,
Ghostbusters is not a very good movie, so
Mm-hmm.
bitch all you want. You know what I mean? I don't care. But Mad Max Fury Road is fucking amazing.
Yes, it is.
Mad Max Fury Road should end all movie marathons. I don't care what the movie marathons is about. It could be about World War II. It could be
Before
about
sunrise,
drama.
before sunset, Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, and there was like
Also, there's Tom Hardy in it. How do you
Mhm.
not like that?
yeah, exactly. There was like I think it was like Hank. I saw him post it to his Twitter, and so I did also go tweet that someone like there's no Ash, only Zool at Sinead's Nights shift, whatever. They have like a thing is like for film Twitter hashtag. You have to pick 7 movies for a marathon all nighter, but the rules are the films must be franchise films, and all 7 films must be from different franchises. What are your picks?
How many?
7.
It's 7.
Okay, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, so like this guy, he picked Star Trek Into Darkness, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King Extended, Ocean's 13,
Into
Aliens.
Darkness? Isn't that
It
the one with Benedict
Mm-hmm.
Cumberbatch?
I
Yep.
haven't seen that one still. Yeah.
But yes, it is the one with
I
Benedict
like the
Cumberbatch.
one after better.
They made another one
It's
after that?
Yeah, the one with the girl.
Yeah, Star Trek Beyond. That one was really good, actually.
Yeah, that one is cool. Everyone bitches about the scene with the Beastie Boys, but that
No, no,
scene
no,
is
no.
Oh, right.
fucking amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So my brother,
It's the Beastie
my oldest
Boys, for
brother.
fuck's sake. What do you have to
Exactly.
complain about?
My oldest brother was like watching the scene, and it's like, oh wait, okay, I know what they're going to do. And movie, if you pick the wrong song, then I'm going to hit either. If you pick the wrong song, I'm going to hate you forever. If you pick the good song, you're always forgiven. And they picked the
You can go wrong with the Beastie Boys.
and so that's why always forgiven. Yes.
Yeah. That scene is. I sometimes only watch that scene on YouTube just because,
It is fun
yeah, it's cool, and a lot of purists hate it because it's, I don't know, it doesn't take itself
because they hate it when
seriously
people
enough,
have
I
fun.
guess.
This is not my Star Trek. This is not the Star Trek I grew up with. Okay, so
When
it's doing
did,
things differently.
no, seriously, when did nerds start taking themselves so seriously?
I have no
3,000
idea.
years ago.
No, I don't think so, because when I was younger, I don't know how it is in the US, but when I was younger, I was a nerd and dudes were okay with that when I was a teenager.
Yeah, there were always gatekeepers and purists and so on.
According to Jim J, it was when we let men be nerds too.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't argue against that.
Yeah, I would say it was once it became acceptable for sports fans to also be nerds by like fantasy sports. That's where it's just like, oh, everyone can be a nerd, and that's all the terrible gatekeeping and terrible people being in all those clusters
No,
and
but
cultures.
I'm talking about specifically about girls there,
Letting
I
girls into the
think.
club.
Because I feel like that's when they started taking themselves a little too seriously. They- I I think when they started gatekeeping against girls, I I
Yeah.
don't know. When I was a kid, I was playing on my Nintendo and nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
And then one day I learned that video games were for boys, and all the little girls of my generations were like,
The fuck you talking about?
yeah, we all grew up with Super Mario and Zelda. I mean,
Well, it was
It could.
sometime in the early 80s. Is when they started making the shift, calling it a boy thing.
no, because I was born in
Oh,
1979.
yeah, I know. It's just,
I think that
So
shift
it's
actually
after
started with the
that, more
PlayStation.
in the 90s, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because in the with the PlayStation, that was the first time that like Sony, a non video game company, entered the video game market to like make their own console, and that was at the time for the '90s for the gamers. Then, oh my god, this is the death of all video games. That a electronics company is going to make video games now.
Oh, that was the PlayStation?
Yes, exactly. Which yes was a prototype that Sony did work with for Nintendo to make like a CD attachment for the Super Nintendo. That Nintendo decided, we're not going to go any further with like this prototype, so they never did. But like
Why
Sony
did
still
it
had
get
like
out? PlayStation. I'm
that's true, James J. Nintendo was a non-video game company because they were making toys for like over a century, and like
toys and
they made
games, yeah.
they made pinball machines, but then they entered the arcade market as well. I think
They s-
Donkey Kong was. It might not be Donkey Kong that was the first one, but that was the Donkey Kong was the first one by Shigeru Miyamoto. So that was the first time that was a designer that created an arcade cabinet as opposed to a programmer.
mm.
But I think that
launch 1994,
yep, that's
the
when
launch
the
of
PlayStation
the
launched.
PlayStation. So, yeah, that's when I feel the shift happened.
That's because Sony decided to market the PlayStation to just be for like teenage boys, as it were, and not be a family fun unit. Because the family fun was what Disney and no, not Disney, Nintendo
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
and and Sega kind
Sega
of was.
too. Yeah, Sega too. Before the well, I don't
Sega, I
remember
think,
when Sega failed.
This well, the Sega was so
early
successful
90s.
with the Genesis in 1989 because the Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Hmm.
But they
Okay.
never get yeah, but they never
I
but
don't
like
know. I
after
stopped at the Dreamcast. Who is
yeah exactly.
the best console in the entire universe?
Oh yeah yeah, I won't argue
I
with
will
you there.
fight you.
Well, the Sega had some difficulty with their Saturn in '95. It was I have never had on the Saturn, never played on the Saturn, but from the people that have it, it was sort of supposedly a great system. But Saturn's problems was that it was super difficult to develop for. So it was really only like a handful of studios that did actually develop games for it, and because of the lack of a library as compared to like Sony or the PlayStation library, most people would like go with the PlayStation as opposed to the Saturn,
Hmm.
and so Sega really did lost a lot of foothold in like the console market since then, and they never recovered, even with like the best console ever created ever in the Dreamcast in 1999. But so yeah, and so but I think it was like it's Sony entering the market is where, and that shift of like targeting of advertising or marketing to just boys and making it video games be a boys thing, that happened started with the PlayStation, but then ramp up with the PlayStation 2, as it were, as well, especially Microsoft also entering the console market with the Xbox, because like Halo is still like a major game
The
franchise.
first Xbox was a good console.
Oh yeah, I agree. It was a pretty good console. It had some pretty good games, and I
Well,
still have one.
yeah, the console I don't know because I'm more of a PC player, but the games were awesome. Oh, I hadn't heard about Disney Plus.
I'm not surprised. That's
I'm
why.
not a Disney person. So, well, now that Star Wars is Disney, maybe I
Yeah,
am, but
the Star Wars is Disney. Marvel is Disney. Disney owns like
oh yeah,
half the entertainment industry now.
that's right.
And it's why all of
Yeah,
the Marvel series that were on Netflix have been canceled because they're basically going to be moving over to Disney Plus.
I can see that. Also,
Oh, that makes more sense than why I thought. Because
Hmm.
yeah,
Because
I
neither
mean, Luke
company
Cage
wants
was
to
fucking
produce something for a
amazing, and
competitor.
it had a really good audience. So
yeah, and that's why the
I
Captain
didn't
Marvel.
understand why they canceled Luke Cage. But no, I get it. Okay.
And that's also why like Captain Marvel was like pushed into like March. It happened to like nicely lined up that like when they released Captain Marvel on March 8th, it was International Women's Day anyway. But part of that push to be this year as opposed to like fall of last year is that that way if being pushed back to this year, Captain Marvel's not going to be on Netflix. So that's why the last Marvel Cinematic Universe movie that's going to be on Netflix and still can be on Netflix for as long as like the license or lease that holds up is Ant-Man and Wasp. And because yeah, Disney is like we're
I
so
like that
big and
movie.
powerful. Yeah, yeah, I did like Ant-Man and Wasp, but Disney's like we're so big and powerful, we'll just like make our own Netflix, and so it's kind of like while Netflix is still pretty awesome as a service and great, even though like they're selling our data to other companies, which is how they're able to like just like to give us all that content just for subscription. Netflix has kind of started the trend of the streaming service revolution and showed that's a viable like business plan. But now everyone else is going to just like have their own streaming services, and so like yeah, there's no longer just like the one place of where we can find all of our entertainment stuff that we want to. Now it's like if we want to see can I stream this? We have to like find, well, is it on this service or this service or this service? And there's like, going to be so many competing ones that it's just like, yeah, unfortunately, we'll come to the point. It's going to be like cable as it was before. Just now it's on the internet, but now it's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, you have to like pay $10 a month or so, or $12 a month, and Netflix is raising its prices as well to
Not
to
here.
get. Okay, so it's only in U.S. then, I guess,
Net
or at least for
neutrality's
me.
gone.
Yeah, exactly. And so now the internet's going to be like cable, except every major
Yep.
like service is going to have their own prices.
Gonna have to sign up for this and that and that and that.
That's fucked up because Netflix had finally achieved something the cinema and TV industry wanted. It was to drop pirating rates,
Yep.
piracy, yeah, and it's going and with all the other stuff like Hulu and CBS or stuff, it's rising again.
Yeah. I mean, the more fragmented you make it, the more expensive and difficult you make it, the more people are going to turn to the quicker, cheaper, easier options. Netflix just made it easy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even amongst like anime fans, as like for the with the rise of the BitTorrent, that's how a lot of anime fans got into anime because they can
Mm-hmm.
easily pirate like the latest like episode of Bleach and episode of Naruto. But then when Netflix came around, it just became so much easier just like stream from Netflix instead of like finding where you can find a BitTorrents for stuff that like even anime fans would like only watch something if it's on Netflix or it's on Hulu or it's like or if they have like a subscription to Crunchyroll. But now it's like even like Crunchyroll is not the only source for like anime. You can like there all the other streaming services have like anime and like Funimation has their own streaming service and Amazon Prime has like only Amazon Prime has certain shows and so it's like to even like watch all the anime it's possible you still have to like get 4 different services.
And you have to hunt through each service to try and find out where the thing you want to watch is.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in college for the piracy boom. I remember, all you had to do was Google, go around to the various, shady websites, hope you didn't get anything nasty on your computer, and download something. People wanted
Yeah,
something a hell of a lot better.
I'm just going to say a word. News groups.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's all I'm going to say.
You ever dial into a bulletin board?
That's all I'm going to say.
But yeah,
I
that's
mean,
like
I'm okay with Netflix. It's cool for some stuff, but
Not phenomenal.
well, especially in France, we don't get a lot of. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff we don't get.
do you still get like all the original stuff that Netflix like produces? Because like the new She-Ra is going to come out today, and
I don't have the new Shira. I don't have Shira on
oh
Netflix.
man,
In France, we don't have it.
yeah, that's kind of sucks because
I
it's
don't
like
think so. Let me check, but I don't think so. I haven't seen it advertised anyway.
okay, yeah, there's
And
that.
I always see an advertisement for the new stuff they make, so I don't know. Maybe that was.
I do also recommend Dragon Prince. The
Oh,
animation
I
is
have
really
that one.
yeah, I enjoyed that series. Yes, the animation is really stiff, especially in a lot of places. But if you can get past the stiff animation, I enjoyed the show, enjoyed the characters.
So No, I have Sherlock. Fuck it.
Screw
Oh, I
Sherlock.
have Shira.
She-Ra, Princess of Powers, the princesses,
Yeah,
princess. Okay, yeah, they did
I
have the
watched
old
it.
She-Ra on as well, but I don't think
Oh, I even have the Miyazaki's Sherlock Holmes.
ooh, nice.
Nice.
if you have also Witches in the Mary and the Witch's Flower, I do actually like that movie and recommend that one with caveats. I didn't love it, but I did. There's a review of the Mary and the Witch's Flowers up on my channel. You can go to the Summer Geek channel and check it out. Apparently, also according to like the YouTuber Dumpster Flower, I make good videos, and I'll admit this is like what. I make good videos?
I
You see?
feel like I have to repeat that I enjoy watching crappy stuff. So
Are you referring to my videos again?
No, I'm referring to the stuff you try to tell me to watch.
There's a lot of crappy anime I can tell you to watch too.
No, but that's not what I mean. I mean, I don't know when I'm going to get into Shira.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because I like to watch crap while I
You're a
knit.
child of the 80s.
Yeah, I am.
Everything in the 80s was just
I'm
garbage.
old. No, not everything.
Yeah, not everything, but a lot of. I mean, Transformers. It was just a 30-minute long commercial.
Oh, you're talking about TV shows?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about music.
Oh, no. The music of the 80s was great, Blondie.
Yeah, it's my jam. New wave is my thing.
I mean, yeah, I will not argue. The music from the '80s is pretty awesome. Dio, Duran Duran.
Yeah, I was in the Depeche Mode clan, not the Duran Duran one.
Reach out and touch faith. I screwed it up.
Down, 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 down. That song is so good. Have you seen Have you heard the Johnny Cash cover?
No.
Ooh,
It's fucking
look for that.
amazing.
Yeah, I gotta look
Really
for that.
fucking amazing.
Because like I said in John Brockman's like singing earlier this week when you did Johnny Hurt is that like while the original Hurt by like Nine Inch Nails by Trent Reznor is a good song in its own right, yes, and that's great and all, and it's about like his
I
experience
like
with
the Johnny Cash one better.
Mhm.
Yes, Johnny Cash owned that version of it. The theme of like "Hurt by Trent Reznor" is his experiences of heroin addiction, where everyone goes away in the end and stuff like that. But just by the sheer fact that it's like instead it's Johnny Cash singing that song at the stage of his life that he was singing that and recording that, it's the theme of that the song "Hurt" changed from being about like heroin addiction to just being end of life, just being about entropy. And so,
And alcoholism and stuff.
And his lifelong struggles with addiction and so on, yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's true, and that is a connection that both Trent Reznor and Johnny Cash
Yeah,
have.
the Johnny Cash version of Personal Jesus, I wouldn't say it's better than the Depeche Mode one, but it's really good. Because the Depeche Mode one is very bluesy already.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, according to my
I stuck a link if you want to listen to it afterwards. If you
I will do that.
yeah,
Yep,
it's really a good cover, but it's Johnny Cash, so yeah, shocker.
yeah, Johnny Cash doing Cash doing good covers. Yeah, that's kind of also I personally say that like Disturbed does do covers. They rarely do it, but every time that Disturbed
I only heard that cover of Sound of Silence, which is fucking amazing. It's better than the original.
I agree. They also did a cover of Land of Confusion by Genesis. And yeah, it's like that one is just very different. And I have heard other metal bands or other rock bands do covers of Land of Confusion. The Inflamed one is not that good, and I love Inflames. They're Swedish metal, but like their cover of Land of Confusion is just like it doesn't do anything for me, as opposed to like Disturbed's Land of Confusion cover. That one's amazing. It's like they definitely took it and make it their own. And many people were like, when they heard what Disturbed is covering Land of Confusion, what are they smoking crack or something? But then they hear the song, it's like, oh no, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, David Drayman voice is so fucking cool.
Yeah, exactly. He's afraid that like on his like gravestone there'll be like a motion
Oh, that
detecting
picture is
clapper that.
amazing, John.
Gotta love Johnny Cash,
Yeah.
except for his religiosity.
Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't too
He wasn't
proselytic
an
about it.
evangelical, but he was a Christian.
He
He produced.
can have the beliefs he wants. I
Yeah.
don't care if he doesn't. Uh, if he,
If he's not a bigot with them.
yeah, or if he doesn't try to convince people to think the same as him.
Mhm.
Or if he doesn't like give money to like a anti-gay church or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
And he was really good about charity and giving to those who were in need and suffering and so on.
Yeah, he was kind of an SJW, wasn't he?
Hmm. He really felt sympathy for people in prison because he'd felt trapped so much of his life.
Oh God,
I can
I'm
definitely
on
see
the
that.
YouTube page for the thing we are doing, and the right hand column.
The chat?
No, below where there are
Oh, the
the
videos?
recommendations and stuff. So
Oh,
in
okay,
up
yeah.
next, I have how to vote within anarcho-capitalism.
Ugh.
Oh, that's what I'm recommended after that video.
My up next is Jordan Peterson and the
Come
Meaning
on,
of Life.
YouTube.
Okay, yeah, that's my up next too. Is Ollie for Philosophy 2's the latest video, Jordan Peterson and the Median Life. I still haven't seen that yet.
It is good. It is good. He does an excellent takedown of Peterson and his bullshit.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, because like
Oh, Philosophy Tube.
Philosophy 2,
Mhm.
he's pretty good. Yeah. I love his Brexit video because it's kind of like he echoes a lot of like critiques that I have about representative democracy.
Tell us why. I'm not interested in this channel. Fuck off with your fucking and crabs.
Below that for me is a Jack Saints video that I watched a couple times already. Long
Fuck
critique
Jack
is not.
Saint.
He was in that stream with like Angie and Peter Coffin. Yeah.
I'm going to fuck them every time their name comes up. No, but I don't care who in
Including
that
Chris Hosky?
stream. Is a fucking no. Christianity is fucking amazing.
Agreed.
It's not because he was in the stream. It's because he is centrist on that question too. He was in
Yeah.
the we don't know who was telling the truth camp. Fuck you.
That's fair. That's fair. Despite that, I still like his video essays because they're just about like movies and movie critiques and stuff like that.
Oh, you
So it's
can,
like,
but I'll still say fuck him.
fair enough. Fuck him. And then it's like below that is the latest Kevin and Chrissy happy hour that of like where they talk about the Julian Assange arrest, the guy for WikiLeaks.
Oh, I love that picture of him getting dragged out screaming by the British police with his stupid old man hermit beard.
I know. Or honestly, I'm not happy that he's extradited
I don't
to the
want him to be
US.
extradited to the US. I want him to be extradited
But
to Switzerland.
honestly, seeing that fucker being arrested, that Schadenfreude,
Mm-hmm. I want him to
Yeah,
do a
yeah.
year in prison in Britain, then I want him to do like 5 to 10 years of prison in Switzerland. Yeah, that's the right way to put it, Jamie.
Well, I wish it wouldn't be fucking
Sweden, not Switzerland.
fucking anti-Semite too. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's
Honestly,
just generally awful.
he's just a piece of shit.
Now, in the live chat of that Crit and Chrissy happy hour, Adam Rainsdotter said at the end is that he's a problem with like some people or liberals or leftists just be like celebrating him getting arrested for the Schadenfreude because like he doesn't want a precedent to be set that like Julian Assange for his like exposing sources or something like that to be arrested for that by the U.S. because it's kind of like there's also like Chelsea Manning and Edward Snowden that also whistleblowed about like things as well. And I agree. And like I don't want like see Edward Snowden or Chelsea Manning to suffer severe like jail time for what they did as well. Now with Julian
Chelsea
Assange,
Manning already suffered severe jail time. And
And
yeah,
she's
she's still
back
in
in jail
jail
now.
right now because she refused to spill the beans. And honestly, fucking Assange can rot in Gitmo for all I care. Seriously, you can go die in a cave. I hate him. He's a piece of shit. I don't
Yeah,
care.
Assange is a weird, fucked up piece of shit dude. I think he's an ANCAP.
I agree with those sentiments. Yeah, screw Assange for like his like views on
I'm sorry.
people and
I
women.
don't like being like that because I am. I don't like prisons, and
Yeah, that's
obviously
true.
torture sucks and
Yeah, there's that.
all
Yeah.
that. But Assange is so despisable. He's a maggot. I don't care. I don't care. Honestly, I'm a little ashamed about that, but I don't care.
Yeah, that's fair.
He can die in a cave with anti-vaxxers and stuff.
Yes. What are we going to do with the fascists? Oh wait, I know, guillotine.
Yeah, or gun or axe.
Exactly.
Jamie, anarchists are not supposed to be anti-Semites, misogynistic, rapists. He's a fascist. I mean, Assange has the biggest Putin boner, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Look, you can't be an anarchist, any sort of real anarchist, and
Even a false one, even a monarchist.
and help the Republican Party in any way.
Agreed.
Crypto or not. Anyways, it's about Snowden. Is he still okay?
He's still hanging out in Russia, right? Last I heard, he hadn't gone anywhere.
Yeah, last I heard of him is when John Oliver went to interview him.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's a lot.
yeah.
That's a lot I saw of Edward Snowden. Honestly, when the news broke of like him hacking the CIA or something like, and whistleblowed about like how much the government actually does watches you, I was not paying attention to the news whatsoever. So it was kind of like I've never read the full story, never read anything. I get the gist of it now from the John Oliver piece of last week tonight. So I kind of know why that he's now in Russia or just like not coming to the U.S. anytime soon, because if he does come to the U.S., he's be arrested.
Well, it is after 4. If I want to get any sort of workout in today, I'm going to have to take off now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to go to bed.
We had a good conversation though,
Yeah,
and yes, Tom McDonald was not here. Tom McDonald was feeling tired and exhausted, so that's why he couldn't come.
Yeah,
And
because Tom is old.
He was a
Yes.
little sick and he had a busy morning, so he couldn't make it.
And FYI, next week is Sakura-con, and there's also the anime film series at Cinerama. But I'm only going to watch some of the films at the Cinerama. Paprika, Tokyo Godfathers, Wolf Children, Redline, Mind Games, Your Name, and yeah, I think that's it. So next
Nerd.
Saturday, yes, I am a nerd. But hey, I've told myself I should really rewatch all of the Satoshi Kon films, and there's 2 of them I can see in the big theater, and so I'm going to take that opportunity. So next week I'm not going to be here. Next Saturday I'm not going to be here because I'm going to be at SakuraCon this time, actually having fun because I'm not working the con.
Like
All
you
right.
didn't have fun working the con.
Actually no. The Ember City Con, I seriously did not have as much fun. I kind of had fun, just like hanging out, chilling, but I was seriously working like 10 hours a day, or
I know,
just
Jonathan.
for $50 a day
I
plus
know,
lunch.
but you had fun too.
I did have some fun, yes.
I
I
saw
will
the
admit to that.
pictures. You were surrounded by nerds like you.
Okay. When I was wearing my R2D2 stuff, there was a family that was like walking by, and they had their little daughter who was dressed up as Princess Leia, like 5 years old or something like that. And so they said to their toddler, "Hey, look, it's R2D2. You want to do the line from the movie?" And so then I got down on my knees and like went beep boop beep boop. So for her to
Oh, that's so cute.
yeah, they did take the parents did take photos of that. It was really cute, and like I was glad to be able to do that, to participate with that little cosplayer to like reenact the scene from the movie. See, that's why cosplaying is awesome, because we the fans can add to create our own narrative, as it were, with us cosplaying and playing out scenes and stuff from our favorite media.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
why don't you go ahead and pitch your other things, Jonathan?
I am Jonathan Scott, and I am Summer Geek, and Summer Geek on YouTube. So where apparently, according to Dumpster Flower, I make great videos. But go watch the Dumpster Flower's videos; they're awesome. Dark Side of Liberalism, the one he did yesterday, just premiered, is so great. But I am Summer Geek on YouTube and Twitter. Find me in other places: Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook, sure, if you want to. But do give money if you can, and share around the begging bowl to our friend Joanna. Please donate via PayPal to SaphiraJoe@gmail.com. Please share around and give money if you can for the GoFundMe campaign for Phoenix Rising 87. She needs some like housing. The money for the housing by like the end of next month or so. And also give money to Makaya B and share around his GoFundMe campaign. If you can't give money, but if you can, please do, because he needs to like some money to like stay on his feet for the next trimester or so. And yeah, thank you.
Okay, and Julie.
No, don't make me do that today.
Okay, you can find Julie on the Crypt Crafter on Facebook, and you can find her as a mod of Anarchist Memes, also on Facebook. She has a YouTube channel, and she will eventually
No,
post
I
videos
don't.
there.
I don't have a YouTube channel. Stop it.
She will have a YouTube channel eventually, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe in 10 years.
All right, and in addition to this YouTube channel and podcast, I also take part in another podcast, the Dungeons and Debacles podcast, hosted by my friend Kevin. It is a D&D game where we are playing an evil party looking to unleash an ancient red dragon who has been wrongfully imprisoned. I also do Twitch streaming, Surgoshan, Surgoshan, and I just play video games, and sometimes people show up and we chat. I'm currently
So, are you on Neverwinter Nights too now?
Yep. I finished KOTOR 2. Now I'm a good chunk of the way through Neverwinter Nights 2. Also, sometimes I play guitar here on Social Justice Alchemy. Okay, and
Please try and play Jade Empire after.
I will look into that, finding a way to do that.
If you can make KOTOR 2 work, you can make Jade Empire work, I'm sure of it.
Almost certainly. Almost certainly. All right, and you can find me on Twitter at Surgoshan, Surgoshan. All right, I'll see you all around.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.